Hi guys, I'm Sharambor Mukherjee, and here I'm going to discuss about a how to determine a natural response in tank circuit. And at first, we have to know about what is a tank circuit. What is a tank circuit? A circuit consisting of passive reactants as inductor connected with a capacitor via a key or a switch. Second is why passive reactants here used are inductors and capacitors only. That's the question. Why passive reactants here used are inductors and capacitors only in a tank circuit given below? Here it is the, and you can see the diagram as well. And here this is the inductor and this is the capacitor, and here I is the enclosed current in the tank circuit, and here it is the current from inductor, and this is the key, and id is the discharging current from capacitor. And if I be the enclosed current in the tank, and id is the tank means here the tank circuit, and if I be the enclosed current in the tank and id be the discharging current from capacitor of capacitance C, for which when id passes towards inductor, due to self-inductance cell, a back EMF is produced. If within bracket, here it is mainly written in the reverse form, and if E be the induced EMF, then we all know that the mod of E is equal to L into didt. So by Lenz's law, E is equal to minus L into didt, because by Lenz's law we all know that the generating EMF means in an electromagnetic induction, the induced EMF always opposes the very cause of it. Okay, so here E is the back EMF. So E is equal to minus L into dt of I is the back EMF. Okay, so its direction always, always oppose the very cause of electromagnetic induction associated with the coils of the inductor. Here we all can see that the back EMF always opposes the very cause of electromagnetic, means the rate of change of the magnetic flux. The magnetic flux is equal to the magnetic flux is equal to the mainly the dot product between the magnetic field enclosed by the inductor with the area vector. Okay, so here the back EMF is in this direction, and here the discharging current is in this direction, means the discharging current from capacitor in this direction. If we consider the discharging current from capacitor in this way, so the back EMF produced by the inductor generates a current from inductor in this way. Okay, so so here so here hmm, uh, in this way a continuous oscillation of current develops in a tank circuit with a frequency equal to f naught is equal to 1 by 2 pi into 1 by root under of LC, in absence of damping within bracket. And again, in simply LCS circuits, by phasor diagram given below at resonance, VL minus VC is equal to 0, means the means the net voltage is equal to 0, and the net impedance of and the net Im- and the net impedance of circuit becomes a resistive one, and that is why VL is equal to VC. So we all know that VL is equal to IT into XL, as IT is equal to VL by XL, and so VC is equal to IT into XC, and this is the instantaneous current IT, and this is the instantaneous current IT. And you can see plot the plot of IT versus T. Okay, So this is the instantaneous current IT, and this is the peak value of IT, which varies from I naught to minus I naught, as we all know that the sign that the sign function, or that the sign function always varies from -1 to +1. Okay, so so in this case, as the IT depends on the sign function of sign function and of t, means the sine of t means sine of t means the it becomes sinusoidally oscillating with respect to t. Okay, and so its peak value varies from I naught to minus I naught. Okay, so here uh, it gets cancelled out, so xl is equal to xc, where xl is equal to reactance, inductive reactance, xc is equal to capacitive reactance, and here it is equal to I naught sin omega t plus alpha. But we um, but um, but I here consider a little bit a, a, a bit change, mainly as alpha is equal to 0. So here alpha is equal to 0, so I naught becomes means it is equal to I naught into sin omega t. Here the instantaneous current becomes it is equal to I naught sin omega t, taking alpha is equal to 0 in this case. Here back to the uh, main concept, and here xc is equal to whenever xc is equal to xl, omega l is equal to 1 by omega c, finally omega is equal to 1 by root under of lc is equal to omega naught. Here is the angular frequency, so frequency at resonance becomes omega naught by 2 pi is equal to 1 by 2 pi into 1 by root under of lc. Here the resonant frequency equals to the frequency of current oscillating in an lc passive or a tank circuit. You can see it very well, that the resonant frequency here is equal to the frequency of the current oscillating in an LC oscillation. Okay, in absence of damping. So here passive reactance LC are used, as at resonance as at resonance, the resonance of an LCS circuit, the circuit impedance becomes purely resistive. Okay, so so in that case the impedance becomes purely resistive, and the total impedance of the circuit in case of LC becomes 0. Here the XL minus XC is equal to 0. So here so now the derivation, and here the same circuit I drawn it before this, and here IL is equal to current from inductor, and you guys all uh, observe it very well. And here uh, whenever a capacitor is charged, then the current supply given to the capacitor becomes equal to the displacement current produced in it, due to the rate of change of electric flux in between the parallel plates, for which it encloses some amount of energy in between the plates, where differential of T is equal to infinitesimal energy enclosed is equal to half of epsilon naught into E naught square into dV, where E naught is equal to electric field intensity in between the plates is equal to sigma by epsilon so here we consider the differential of V, or the change in the or mainly the infinitesimal change in the energy enclosed in between the parallel plates for dV volume in between the plates, or for infinitesimal change in volume in between the plates. Okay, so by KVL to figure A, and here the figure A is this, and by KVL to figure A means the Kirchhoff's voltage law. If EC and EL be the voltage due to capacitor and inductor, so we all have, and you can observe that the EC means the EMF produced due to the capacitor in this way, and that opposes the EMF produced by the inductor, means they are counter clockwise, means they are in counter directions, means one is opposite to another. So minus EC plus EL is equal to 0. So EL minus EC is equal to 0. So you can you can observe it. And EL is equal to EC. So EL is equal to L into di dt is equal to Q by C. So here the equation, this equation is very important for the equality of two terminal voltages across E and L, and that's the basis of the natural response in a tank circuit. Now again by taking the derivative of 2, we have L into ddt of di dt is equal to is equal to 1 by C. Here is the 1 is equal to 1 by C into dq dt. Okay, so L into d2i dt2 is equal to 1 by C into I, where I is equal to current enclosed, implies that d2i dt2 is equal to I by LC, implies that d2i dt2 minus I by LC is equal to 0. And that's the main equation for the natural response occurring in a LC uh, LC occurring in a tank circuit. Okay, so this is a second order and first degree differential equation. You can see it very well that that's the second order, means the second order, and the second order means the how much means the second time of derivative. Okay, and the degree means the power of the leading order is 1. So here it is a second order and a first degree differential equation. uh, when omega naught be the resonant angular frequency, so omega naught is equal to 1 by root under of LC. So omega naught square is equal to 1 by LC. So d2i dt2 minus omega naught square I is equal to 0. So here equation having a parameter omega naught, here omega naught is a parameter. Okay, so that equation mainly a general equation. Here it can be said as a general equation where omega naught is the parameter. Okay, and this equation means the main equation can be said a particular equation, because here the parameter is only t. Here the parameter is only t. Okay, so uh, and in this equation a parameter is also there beside t. So the whole equation so the whole equation is dependent upon this parameter. Okay, omega naught. And here omega naught is omega mean, means omega naught belongs from omega mean to omega max, means in this case, in this diagram you can see it. In this diagram you can see it at resonance. Here the peak current, my camera gets blurred in some cases, I can notice it. uh, hmm. here here this is the peak current and this is the RMS current or the effective current in AC, and this is the omega naught, means which belongs from omega max to from omega mean to omega max, in between them. And this is the lower and at resonance, there is only one angular frequency, and the higher frequencies and the lower frequencies get cut off. So this is the higher cutoff frequency in this case. uh, this is the higher cutoff frequency and this is the lower cutoff frequency. So here omega naught, so omega naught is a parameter, as the omega naught may change in some respects, as if omega max, as if omega max in this case omega max is here, but if omega max also change here, so omega naught becomes displaced, so the total equation total equation also changes. So omega naught is not a constant, so it is a parameter, so the total equation becomes dependent upon the parameter omega naught. So here it also can be said that if the del omega means if the bandwidth means del omega is equal to omega mean minus sorry uh, is equal to omega max minus omega mean whole mod is equal to the bandwidth of the signal, means the range of the frequencies taken. Okay, bandwidth of the signal. So here it in this case here, this case here, and you can see the diagram, this case here, and in this case, this should be the higher cutoff frequency. These all frequencies get cut off, and these all frequencies get cut off in the lower case, and this is the lower cutoff frequency. So so here q factor is equal to q factor is equal to uh, omega naught by del omega. So omega naught becomes dependent upon the q factor. Okay, and if in this case q factor remains same, means the peak value of the current remains same, means the point if q factor remains same, means the point if moving along this way collinearly. Okay, collinearly, so the omega naught the omega naught change with respect to del omega means with respect to the bandwidth. So omega naught becomes dependent upon the del omega. So here it is a parameter, so omega naught is a parameter. Okay, naught is a parameter here. So thank you guys.